You know, I actually wasn't going to do any more feminist shit for a while, mostly just because I'm getting very sadly tired of dealing with these people for the short term. And there are so many other videos and things that I want to do with this channel and to spend all of my time dealing with these mentally deficient retards. But suppose it's gotta be done. It's just that every 5 minutes I turn around and see something so incredibly fucking stupid said or done by some feminist, and I'm trying to work on other stuff, gaming stuff, religious stuff, all of this other shit that I want to do with this channel. Anyways, for right now I just thought that I'd give my 2 quick cents on these couple things that happened recently. First and foremost, a little bright spot in my day was the recent charity drive done by the people at Atheism Plus. Now, for those who don't know what Atheism Plus is, who I shall henceforth refer to as the lucky ones, Atheism Plus is basically the aborted, bastardized offspring of atheism and feminism, if it were raised in a cave by creationists and beaten extensively during its formative years. It's one of the many bastardized turds that sprang from the ass of people like Big Daddy P.Z. Myers. Recently, they did their second annual charity donation drive on Indiegogo in order to raise money for the noble cause of getting Zoe Quinn something for that terrible rash she got from stuffing half the gaming industry. The charity drive ran for about 2 weeks, and they called on all their supporters to rally around the cause, and with the help of their supporters, they managed to score a whole huge whopping $20 fucking dollars. Haha. Which just goes to show exactly how relevant they are now. Fuck yeah! Now, I know that it's kind of shitty of me to take any pleasure in the misfortune of others, and, you know, this does mean more money to whatever charity they were going to give it to, assuming they weren't just going to pocket the money. But, well... Anyways, the other thing that I wanted to mention today is little Anita. Recently, Anita Sarkesian posted on Twitter that she's had to leave her house because she's afraid of the death threats. Though, of course, she claims that she's always gotten death threats, so how these new ones are different than the ones that she got before... I don't know, it's confusing and inconsistent. Almost like she's just making shit up as she goes along. Interestingly enough, Slutty Buddy Zoe also recently made the claim that she's homeless because of the threats that she's received. I'm sure there's no connection there. But specifically, I wanted to talk about this tweet that Anita leaked out to everyone. One of the many tweets that she gets, which shows how horrible and terrible her life is. You can find a link to the image in the low bar. However, there were a couple of things that I want to point out about them, and why they should be regarded with suspicion. I mean, beyond the fact that Anita's a well-established liar and con artist. The account that she received these from only had 10 tweets, all directed at Anita, and all within 3 minutes. That is, 10 tweets in 3 minutes from one account that was specifically made just for this, which is pretty damn fast tweeting in and of itself. However, Anita's screen cap was taken almost instantaneously after the last tweet, with no one logged in and nothing in the search bar. So if she wasn't logged into her account, how exactly did she find them to take the picture? Also, all of these tweets have perfect spelling, grammar, and punctuation. From someone typing up hate messages? Possible, but it certainly would not be the norm. But what really strikes me about this though, is what is said in and of itself. Mostly that these tweets are completely fucking random in tone. The third one says that he wants to caress her and essentially treats her like he's a creepy, obsessed stalker. Then literally seconds later, he's talking about raping her to death with a tire iron. They all do this. There are huge tonal shifts in the tweet. And I remind you that these are all written within seconds of one another. No one shifts their entire mood that quickly. What this really reads like is if someone just wanted to create the perfect stalker. You have the rape, the creepy romance components, and the brutal violence all together, and then after they crafted their statements, they copy-pasted them into Twitter and sent them to Anita one after the other. Now, this of course could just be someone trolling her, but given Anita's history, I think the most reasonable conclusion to this that I can see is that Anita or one of her cohorts scripted, wrote, and then uploaded these themselves to have pictures taken so that Anita could push her victim narrative. Now, obviously I could be wrong and these could be real, but this is the most likely scenario that I can see. Oh, did I mention that only a little while after this whole fiasco, Anita was back at work clamoring for donations, and she's just released a new video? No point, I just thought you should know.